Dear students, in next 10 to 15 minutes, let us learn about this entire concept of Vedic education. इस वीडियो लेक्चर में पहले हम कॉन्सेप्ट को बहुत अच्छे से समझेंगे, उसके बाद वीडियो के अंत में हम बहुत सारे PYQs पे अपनी नॉलेज को अप्लाई भी करेंगे. सो काइंडली स्टे पुट टिल द एंड ऑफ दिस लेक्चर. ये हमारे चैनल पर हायर एजुकेशन का पहला लेक्चर है. आने वाले छोटे छोटे 10 लेक्चर्स पे हम पूरे के पूरे हायर एजुकेशन को अपने यूट्यूब चैनल पे ही कवर करेंगे. बिफोर लर्निंग अबाउट वैदिक एजुकेशन, ये बहुत ज़रूरी है कि हम वैदिक एजुकेशन को पहले एंशिएंट एजुकेशन के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में समझें. हम अपनी आसानी के लिए कह सकते हैं कि 1500 BC से 600 BC तक का जो काल है उसको हम वैदिक एजुकेशन कहेंगे. वाई? बिकॉज The Vedas were the supreme authority of knowledge. 600 BC के बाद हम alternate sources of knowledge को भी देख सकते हैं, जैसे कि बुद्धिज्म, जैनिज्म हमारे एजुकेशन सिस्टम में. जब हम वैदिक पीरियड की बात करते हैं, हम उस एजुकेशन सिस्टम की बात कर रहे हैं जो 1500 BC से लेके 600 BC के बीच में था. जब हम वैदिक शब्द की बात करते हैं, वैदिक itself has been derived from Vedas as opposed to today's modern education, जिसका पर्पस होता है कि आपको क्लर्क बनाया जाए, आपको कोई ऐसा व्यक्ति बनाया जाए जो कोई नौकरी कर सके. द एम ऑफ वैदिक एजुकेशन वाज होलिस्टिक लर्निंग. द एम वाज टू अटेन मोक्षा. हम अपने अंदर की इग्नोरेंस को पहचान सके, हमारी ऑलराउंड डेवलपमेंट हो सके. नाउ लेट अस लर्न अबाउट द की फीचर्स ऑफ एंशिएंट एजुकेशन. बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस इस टॉपिक से पूछे जाते हैं. इन एंशिएंट इंडिया ड्यूरिंग वैदिक पीरियड the education was free of cost. There was no tuition fees. जैसे आज आपको लाखों रुपए देने पड़ते हैं किसी भी कॉलेज में दाखिला लेने के लिए. अगर आप लकी हैं तो आप गवर्नमेंट इंस्टीट्यूट में पढ़ सकते हैं. ड्यूरिंग वैदिक एरा, ड्यूरिंग वैदिक एजुकेशन देयर वाज नो ट्यूशन फीस. जब एक स्टूडेंट की एजुकेशन खत्म हो जाती थी तो वो अपनी ही मर्जी से अपने गुरु को गुरु दक्षिणा देते थे. एंड इट वाज सेंट्रलाइज. इसका अर्थ क्या है कि कोई भी स्टेट या कोई भी राजा एजुकेशन को कंट्रोल नहीं करता था. ये एक कम्युनिटी बेस्ड लर्निंग होती थी जहाँ पे एक टीचर अपना गुरुकुल चलाते थे. कभी कभार कोई पैटर्नाइज कर देता था, बट यूजुअली दे वर सेल्फ सस्टेन्ड. बिफोर मूविंग अहेड, लेट अस सॉल्व दिस PYQ. In ancient India, education was free. The statement one is absolutely correct, as we just learned about it, that in Vedic period, the education used to be free. Generally, there used to be no tuition fees. Then in ancient India, education was centralized. This is absolutely incorrect. It used to be decentralized, जहाँ पे temples, religious institutions, gurus, they used to run all these institutions. So it was decentralized. The right answer would be statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is incorrect. Next question. Dear students, there will be a lot of statements जिनके बारे में अभी आपको नहीं पता होगा. So let us go through those statements only जो अभी तक हम पढ़ चुके हैं. एक क्वेश्चन देखिए आपका 6 जनवरी 2026 रिसेंटली ही पूछा गया था, 3 महीने पहले. इन वैदिक एरा education was the responsibility of state. This is absolutely incorrect. It was decentralized. It was not controlled by the state. No fees were charged from the students. अभी हमने इसके बारे में पढ़ा था. It is absolutely correct. And gurukuls were in pitiable conditions as they did not have any fixed grants from the state. बिल्कुल सही बात है, क्योंकि they were decentralized. They were sustained by the temples, religious institutions, gurus themselves. Sometimes they might got some kind of patronization. So this statement is also correct. बाकी जो D और E statement है वो अभी आपने पढ़ी नहीं है. So the right answer of this question is B and C. जो आगे समवर्तन रिचुअल है, और जब हम बुद्धिस्ट एजुकेशन पढ़ेंगे तो हम इन कॉन्सेप्ट्स के बारे में पढ़ेंगे. नाउ लेट अस लर्न अबाउट द गुरुकुल सिस्टम. बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है. बिफोर बिगनिंग, लेट अस डू द एटिमोलॉजी ऑफ गुरुकुल. अगर हम गुरुकुल शब्द को तोड़ें, गुरु जमा कुल. Kul is the family of Guru. So it used to be a residential kind of setup where the disciple used to leave their house and they used to live with their gurus in their ashrams. Usually जो ये गुरुकुल होते थे ये फॉरेस्ट में होते थे, या जो शहर होता था उससे अलग होते थे. In this system, students जिनको हम शिष्य कहते थे lived with their teachers in Guru's residence called Gurukul. एजुकेशन एम्फसाइज्ड होलिस्टिक डेवलपमेंट. होलिस्टिक का अर्थ है कि यहाँ पे जो नॉलेज दी जाती थी वो सिर्फ रिलीजियस नॉलेज नहीं थी, स्पिरिचुअल नॉलेज नहीं थी, वो ऑल राउंड डेवलपमेंट करती थी. नाउ लेट अस लर्न अबाउट डिफरेंट सेरेमनीज इन वैदिक एजुकेशन. ये स्टूडेंट्स, जब हम गुरुकुल की बात करते हैं, दे वर द प्लेसेस फॉर फॉर्मल एजुकेशन, लाइक आप कॉलेज जाते हो, स्कूल जाते हो, बट इनिशियली जो छोटे बच्चे होते हैं, 2 या 5 साल के बच्चे, वो जब अपने घर में इनफॉर्मल एजुकेशन लेना स्टार्ट करते हैं अपने पेरेंट्स से, वैदिक पीरियड में हम उसको एक सेरेमनी से सेलिब्रेट करते थे जिसका नाम होता था विद्या आरंभ, एज द नेम सजेस्ट द स्टार्ट ऑफ द नॉलेज। सो ये जो 2 और 5 साल के एज ग्रुप के बच्चे होते थे, जब ये पढ़ना लिखना या एक वर्ड लिखना शुरू करते थे, ये रिचुअल अभी भी साउथ इंडिया में बहुत सारी जगहों पे होता है। विद्या आरंभा, एज द नेम सजेस्ट द स्टार्टिंग और बिगनिंग ऑफ एजुकेशन, इट यूज्ड टू बी अ हिंदू रिचुअल, जहाँ पे जो चाइल्ड होता था उसका पहला वर्ड जब वो लिखता था उसको सेलिब्रेट करते थे। ट्रेडिशनली ये विजयदशमी के दिन सेलिब्रेट किया जाता था। जैसे कि आप इस वीडियो में देख सकते हैं, ये जो छोटा बच्चा है, इसके पहले वर्ड जब इसने लिखा है ओम, इसको सेलिब्रेट किया जा रहा है। आप याद रखिए, एग्जाम में आपसे पूछ सकते हैं कि व्हाट इज विद्या आरंभ सेरेमनी, कौन सी एज में किया जाता है, क्या ये गुरुकुल में की जाती है, इस तरह के स्टेटमेंट बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाते हैं। व्हेन द डिसाइपल और द स्टूडेंट गोस फॉर फॉर्मल एजुकेशन, जैसे कि वो कॉलेज में जाते हैं तो हम उस सेरेमनी को कहते हैं, इट इज कॉल्ड उपनयना। आप इस इमेज के थ्रू देख सकते हैं। इट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड द सेकेंड बर्थ। व्हेन द शिष्य स्टार्ट्स विद द फॉर्मल एजुकेशन, जब वो गुरुकुल में जाते हैं, एक नई लाइफ शुरू करते हैं। ये जो रिचुअल होता है, इसमें जो गुरु होते हैं वो अपने शिष्य को एक सीक्रेट थ्रेड देते हैं और उनके कान में गायत्री मंत्र का जाप भी करते हैं। द एज डिफर्स अक्रॉस डिफरेंट कास्ट। फॉर ब्राह्मण्स it is 8 years, for Kshatriyas it is 11 years, and for Vaishyas it was 12 years. Guru would whisper the sacred Gayatri mantra into the ears of the student, officially initiating the study of Vedas. जब ये सेरेमनी हो जाती है, the scholar is also called Dvija. इसका मतलब है twice born. Once that person was born physically, now that person has again taken an intellectual rebirth. During the entire time in the Gurukul, the Shishyas perform Brahmacharya. Then when they graduate, there is another very important ceremony which is called Samavartana ceremony. It's like convocation. जब उनकी education complete हो जाती है, when they are about to leave their gurus to move into the real world, this ritual is performed. It is called Samavartana. So when we talk about Samavartana, it is done at the end of the Brahmacharya period. It marks graduation. From the Brahmacharya, the Shishyas can move to Grihastha ashram, they can marry. As we already discussed that there is no tuition fees, but after their graduation, after they are done with their education, they also give Guru Dakshina to their gurus. Coming back to this question again, इस वाले क्वेश्चन में अगर आप स्टेटमेंट नंबर डी देखेंगे तो आप देख सकते हैं, समावर्तना रिचुअल वाज कंडक्टेड एट द एंड ऑफ Buddhist and Jain education, which is absolutely incorrect. It was conducted at the end of Vedic education. So dear students, इसी तरह से बहुत इन डेप्थ क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाते हैं, पर अगर आप अच्छे से पढ़ाई करेंगे तो ये क्वेश्चंस बहुत इजी बन सकते हैं। सो आप अगर इस डी को भी एलिमिनेट करते तो आप बी एंड सी जो इसका आंसर था वहां तक पहुंच सकते थे। Dear students, now let us learn about the curriculum of the Vedic education. As we have already discussed that it was primarily based on the mighty Vedas. तो जब हम वेदास शब्द की बात करते हैं, it has been derived from the word Ved, जिसका अर्थ होता है to know or knowledge. You already know that there are 4 Vedas: Rig Veda, Sam Veda, Yajur Veda and Atharva Veda. Rig Veda, it is one of the oldest religious texts in the world. It contains 1028 hymns which are dedicated to deities like Agni, Indra. Then comes Yajur Veda. Yajur Veda एक गाइड बुक होता है फॉर ऑल द प्रीस्ट. इट कंटेन्स ऑल द टेक्निकल इंस्ट्रक्शंस, किस तरह से हमें यज्ञ करने चाहिए, किस तरह से हमें डिफरेंट अनुष्ठान करने चाहिए. देन कम्स साम वेदा. साम शब्द का अर्थ होता है म्यूजिक और ये भारतीय शास्त्रीय संगीत का मूल भी है. इसमें जो ऋग वेदा के हाइम्स हैं उनको म्यूजिकल वर्सेस में कन्वर्ट किया गया है. देन कम्स अथर्व वेदा. Dear students, the earlier Vedas like Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sam Veda, they dealt with deities, prayers, bhakti, but Atharva Veda, it deals with daily life sciences. It contains prayers for healing, protection from the evils. When we talk about medium of instruction, it was Sanskrit language. So Sanskrit was the primary and sacred medium of instruction in Vedic education. बहुत बारी PYQs में ये statement based पूछा जाता है. there was one question statement based जिसमें लिखा गया था that Sanskrit was the medium of instruction in Buddhist education, which is absolutely incorrect. Sanskrit was the medium of instruction in Vedic education. The Vedic education followed three-step learning method: Shravana, Manana, and Nidhyasana. Shravana is to hear, so the disciple used to listen to their gurus very carefully. Then comes Manana. After taking the lesson, they used to reflect back on what they learned about, they used to analyze it. Then Nidhyasana, it is the highest level of contemplation. You have learned something, then you reflect back upon it, you meditate on it, and then you question it back. When we talk about the transmission of knowledge from one generation to other generation, in the Vedic education, it was done through oral traditions. Dear students, आज आपके पास सोशल मीडिया है, इंटरनेट है, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडिया है, बुक्स है, प्रिंटिंग प्रेस है. During Vedic period, there was no printing press. The Vedas, the Rig Veda was composed orally and it was passed on to different generation without any loss in meaning. So in Vedic period, the students used to learn, memorize all the information, all the text through Shruti and Smriti. Shruti is the knowledge which is heard, like the Vedas, the eternal Vedic knowledge. It is heard from sages, rishis. Those texts which have been composed by the humans, like our Ramayana, Mahabharata, and different scriptures. Dear students, before proceeding ahead, let us solve this PYQ. It was asked in 2020. Vedas are known as Shruti. This is absolutely true. So हमने अभी देखा था there are two forms of oral traditions. One was Shruti and other was Smriti. Shruti was the knowledge which is heard from the rishis, from the people who are learned, for the text which has unlimited authority like Vedas. Then comes the reason. Vedas have been passed on from one generation to another generation through oral tradition. So both A and R are true and reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. ये बहुत बारी और भी क्वेश्चंस में पूछा गया है. दूसरे क्वेश्चन में it was written Vedas are Smriti, which is absolutely incorrect. Vedas comes under the category of Shruti only, जैसे कि अभी हमने डिस्कस किया था. Shruti is the knowledge which is heard from the rishis. So some texts like Vedas, they have supreme authority, they don't have any author, and you can only learn them through hearing to the rishis, the people who are learned. Then comes Smriti. Smriti is the knowledge which is remembered. इसके अंदर हमारे जो स्क्रिप्चर्स है लाइक महाभारता हो गया, रामायण हो गया, पुराणास हो गए, इट सर्व्स एज सेकेंडरी अथॉरिटेटिव टेक्स्ट. सो द प्राइमरी अथॉरिटेटिव टेक्स्ट आर वेदास एंड द सेकेंडरी अथॉरिटेटिव टेक्स्ट आर स्मृति. जब हम वैदिक एजुकेशन की बात करते हैं, it was not only restricted to the knowledge of Vedas or religious knowledge. The focus was on all-round development, the integration of body, mind and soul. तो बहुत बारी आपसे एग्जाम्स में पूछा जाता है कि other disciplines which were taught during Vedic education. So when we talk about the Vedic education, other forms of disciplines along with Vedas were darshanas, the philosophy, Nyaya, Vaisheshki, Sankhya, Yoga, Mimamsa, Vedanta. Then Itihas and Puranas are historical epics. Then Ayurveda, Dhanurveda, Gandharva Veda, music and performing arts, Arthashastra. So there were several other disciplines which were taught during Vedic education. Dear students, before proceeding ahead, let us first solve this PYQ. This was asked in 2023. The ancient system of education in India included education of which of the following ancient texts? Vedas, Brahmanas, Upanishads, Dharma Sutra. So the right answer would be 1, 2, 3 and 4. All of the above were taught during Vedic education or ancient India. मेरे प्यारे साथियों, जब हम वैदिक एजुकेशन की बात करते हैं, अपार्ट फ्रॉम वेदास, वेदांगास वर ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टेक्स्ट. वेदांगास का अर्थ होता है वेदों के अंग, द लिम्स ऑफ वेदास. अगर किसी व्यक्ति को वेदों का ज्ञान लेना है तो उनको पहले ये सब्जेक्ट सीखने चाहिए. इट इंक्लूड्स शिक्षा, द नॉलेज ऑफ फोनेटिक्स, शब्दों का उच्चारण. देन कम्स छंदा, द नॉलेज ऑफ meter, because a lot of hymns, they are composed on music. Then comes Vyakaran, the knowledge of grammar. Nirukta is the study of words, etymology. Then Jyotisha, it is related to astronomy and time. And last is Kalpa, the study of rituals. A lot of questions have been asked from Vedangas. Let us solve them first. This question was asked in 2023. Which of the following were considered as Vedangas in ancient education system? So meter, Chanda, Vyakaran, grammar. Then we have phonetics, which came under Shiksha. Then ritual, it came under Kalpa, and astrology, it came under Jyotisha. Dear students, there is one missing Vedanga in this particular question. You can tell me in the comment section which is the missing Vedanga. So there were 6. So the right answer would be A, B, C, D, and E. And there is one homework question. So this question is also asked from the same topic, which is Vedanga. You guys have to match the following, the list 1 with list 2. So it is a very easy question. You can solve it and give me the right answer in the comment section if you wish. Talking about women education in Vedic education, there were a lot of women scholars as well. So when we talk about women education in Vedic period, we have names like Gargi, Maitri, Lopamudra. They made significant contributions to the philosophy and literature in Vedic period, and the Upnayana ceremony was performed for both girls and boys. Girls who pursued Vedic studies were known as Brahmavadinis, and the girls who received education until marriage were called Satyavahas. This question was asked in 2023. The Upnayana ceremony, the ceremony which was performed when the disciples started with the formal education in the Gurukul under Guru Shishya Parampara. The Upnayana ceremony, which marked the initiation of a child into study of the Vedas, was performed for both boys as well as the girls. This is absolutely correct. Abhi humne dekha कि it was also performed for the girls as well. Both boys and girls received education in ashramas and gurukulas in ancient India. So both the statement 1 and 2 are absolutely correct. Varna system, when we talk about Vedic education, the education was also classified into different Varnas. There were 4 Varnas. Brahmins, they received education in scriptures. Then Kshatriyas, they received education in warfare, administration and governance. Vaishyas, they learned about commerce, trade and agriculture. And then Shudras, they were engaged in service-oriented professions. The original aim was to assign education and profession based on aptitude and abilities, but over the time it led to a lot of social discrimination in the society as well. So dear students, that was all about Vedic education. This is a homework question. You can give me the right answer in the comment section. I will look forward for your reply. If you are in our test series, we will also be uploading topic wise tests. So we have prepared some 12-13 tests topic wise, all the PYQs, and this will be live by tomorrow. If you found this lecture helpful, kindly consider subscribing to this channel, share it with your friends and like this video so it reaches out to more people. Thank you so much.